me, Mario. Hello.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you come through the door. Yes, I am jamming out to, of course, the intro for Super Mario 64. I said that in a weird way. Super Mario 64. And yes, there is a reason why that I am making this video and recording this video in particular. But before I get to that, I know that some of you will probably notice a little bit of a change in terms of, well, me. Especially of how I'm handling the upload for this week. So I'm uploading a video that I recorded 2 weeks ago because I missed 2 weeks of upload. To cut a long story short, basically winter is over. We're in September, which is spring here in Australia. And yeah, basically, I usually grow out my facial hair and everything else during the winter time. Just to keep things, to keep my face at least a little bit warm during the cool season. But, besides that, yes, I'm playing Super Mario 64 because for those who have not heard or seen any news regarding to not necessarily Mario per se, but really more the voice actor for Mario, Charles Martinet. So, a while back, I would think maybe I don't know how many weeks it's been now, probably be like 2 or 3 weeks ago now. Nintendo made an announcement, and I'll show the announcement on the video, that Charles Martinet, who of course voiced Mario for more than 30 years, 32 years to be exact, is going to be stepping into a new role of Mario Ambassador. Now, both Charles and everyone in the fan base have no idea what that will mean yet. Charles has recently informed everyone he doesn't know what being a Mario Ambassador is yet at the moment. When he finds out, we'll find out at the same time. But because of him transitioning into this new role, he will be stepping down from voicing the character of Mario, along with Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, and the baby versions of the characters. And people have sort of pointed that out with the new Super Mario Bros. Wonder trailer, and I think there is even a gameplay video that sort of makes things a little bit more obvious to noticing that Charles isn't voicing Mario in the upcoming Mario Brothers game. So, with that being said, I'm playing Super Mario 64, excuse me, as a homage or a tribute to Charles Martinet, and just to basically say thank you so much, Charles, for voicing one of my absolute favorite characters in video game history, basically, for as long as I can remember. This video and this game is for you. So yeah, I'm going to be playing Super Mario 64, excuse me. I'm going to think Super Mario Brothers for a while. But, as you'll notice, I'm playing this on the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 64 online library. Because I do have 3D All-Stars, but I think it's going to be a fun idea to just go back to playing the original version of Super Mario 64. But I'm also going to be playing this the old-fashioned way. So I do have my online N64 controller plugged up because it did need a charge. But I'm going to be playing a little bit of this game with this controller for nostalgia's sake. And I'm really looking forward to trying this out. Because, I'll be honest, I have not played Super Mario 64 with the Nintendo 64 controller in a long, long time. Just watching this, like, even playing 3D All-Stars and playing Super Mario 64, it's, like, this intro sequence has always been a nostalgia factor for me, because I played the heck out of Super Mario 64 on the original Nintendo 64 for a long, long time, for so many years. Like this, along with Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, have been my most played games on my Nintendo 64, along with, I think, even GoldenEye, Mario Kart, bit of Mario Party, Banjo-Kazooie. they're just great games altogether. Oh man. And it's great to sort of play a lot of these, not just Nintendo 64 games, but a lot of let's see. Oh look. Oh, how do you pronounce his name? Is it Lakitu or Lakatu? Hello. Good afternoon. It is Lakitu. I think it's Lakitu. The Lakitu brothers here, reporting live from outside the princess's castle. Mario has just arrived on the scene and will be filming the action live as he enters the castle and pursues the missing Power Stars. As seasoned cameramen, we'll be shooting from the recommended angle, but you can change the camera angle by pressing the C buttons. If we can't adjust the view or any further, we'll buzz. To take a look of your surroundings, stop and press the C up. Press A to resume play. Switch camera modes with the R button. Signs along the way will review these instructions. Oh, it's the signs along the way. Okay. For now, reporting live. This has been the Lakitu brothers. That's the one thing I never really did in my original play times of playing Super Mario 64 was actually reading a lot of the dialogue that was there. Let's go. Welcome, no one's home. Now scram and don't come back. Ah, yes. Peach's Castle, the theme. I love that there have been numerous occasions throughout, not just the mainline Mario games, but a lot of like spin-off games. Like I think, let me think. I can't remember if Paper Mario had done it, but there've been numerous numerous occasions. Peach's Castle's theme has played on numerous occasions, but let's go. Alright. Wow, you smacked into the middle of a battlefield. You'll find the Power Star that Bowser stole inside the painting's world. First, talk to Bob-omb Buddy. Press B to talk. He will certainly help you out, and so will his comrades in the area. To read signs, stop, face them, and press B. Press A or B to scroll ahead. You can talk to some other characters by facing them and pressing B. Like this one. Watch out, if you're wander around here, you're liable to be blasted by a water bomb. Those enemy bombs love to fight, and they're always finding ways to attack. These meadows has become a battlefield ever since the big bomb got his paws on the Power Star. Can you recover the star for us? Cross the bridge, go left to the path, and find the big bomb. Please come back to see me after you've retrieved the Power Star. I can certainly do that. Oh man, but look at the Goombas at the time. Because I've played the 64 version of Super Mario 64, and then I played the DS version, which I know that a lot of people weren't too much of a fan of Super Mario 64, but I still got a good kick out of it. It had a good nostalgia factor to it, and that's really what you want. Alright. So, away we go. Woohoo! Oh, hello, Chain Chomp. And it just amazes me of, like, when you look at, like, especially when you look at the Goombas. And not just the Goombas, of course, but Mario and all the other player models or character models that are in the game. But you compare a lot of them to, of course, not just the DS version of the game, but, of course, all the other models for the later games in the series. Of just how so much has evolved in the span of, like, whenever 64 came out. I think it was, like, 1993? So it was just before I came along. But this is still, like, it's still a fun experience. Oh, yeah! Hey, come back here! Yeah, there we go. Wait a minute. Woo! I nearly got on that one. Oh, I'm so not used to, like, because this is basically replicating a Nintendo 64. So basically, this is an emulator that we're looking at with all the libraries here and whatnot. Oh, it's because of the cliff. The slope of the cliff wasn't working properly. Okay, that makes sense. Ow. It's so weird to me too because I've gotten used to, because of playing again 3D All Stars. They basically have HD textures for the textures on the player models or the character models for the game, but also the HUD had a HD upgrade as well. So seeing their original texture design is it's gonna take a bit of getting used to. That's for sure. But woo. Don't you come out, ball. Thank you. Oh man, and even look at King Bob-omb. Because I think the last thing I've seen when it comes to King Bob-omb, of course, was the Super Mario Brothers movie. And I loved the Super Mario Brothers movie. I thought Illumination and Nintendo working together, they did a great job with the movie, I personally feel like. Oh yeah, that's right, I've forgotten. I remember watching, I can't remember what the video was called, but I remember when they were looking at the 3D models for Mario, they talked about how that Mario actually has a different model and different, like, the tries, of course, are a lot smaller. So it has a different try model. Because of the camera being far back, this low version, this low try version or polygon version of Mario is used so that it doesn't, you know, doesn't, like, slow the game down because of what the 64 version of the game was able to handle. It was so interesting when I watched that. It was quite fascinating. I think it was either the same with Link's model, actually, when it comes to Ocarina of Time. But I am Big Bob-omb, Lord of all blasting matter, King of Kabooms the world King of Kabooms the world over. How dare you scale my mountain? But by what right do you set foot on my imperial mountaintop? You may elude my guards, but you'll never escape my grasp. And you'll never take away my Power Star. I hereby challenge you, Mario. If you want the star I hold, you must prove yourself in battle. Can you pick me up from the back and hurl me to this royal turf? I think that you cannot. Oh, the old-fashioned boss music. I love it. It's kind of interesting, too, because, like, when you look at his hands and his arm in particular, it's basically just a still sprite. That's really what it is. And I know that a lot of Nintendo 64 games basically went along with that. Not all, but some. Whoop. Oopsie daisy. Go around here. Ah! Alright, so we're still in battle, which is good. Ah! I missed that one. And throw! Alright. Anyway! Oh, and even just realizing, actually, now thinking on it, his, so his body, King Bob-omb's body, is actually a still image as well. Just realizing that now, and really all the other textures is just going around him. What? Can it be that a pipsqueak like you has defused the Bob-omb King? You might be fast enough to ground me, but you'll never pick up the pace if you want to take King Bowser by the tail. Me thinks my troops could learn a lesson from you. Here is your star, as I promised, Mario. If you want to see me again, select this star from the menu. For now, farewell. And now for some old-fashioned... Oh, and here, and the plus sign, the classic plus sign that Mario gives You received one of the stolen power stars. You can now open some of the sealed doors in the castle. Try the princess room on the second floor, and the room with the painting of Womp's fortress on floor 1. Bowser's troops are still gaining power, so you cannot give up. Save us, Mario. Keep searching for stars. Face Koopa the Quick is the next level. Thank you, Mario. The Big Bomb is nothing but a big dud now. But the battle for the castle has just begun. Other enemies are holding other power stars. If you recover more stars, you can open new doors that lead to new worlds. My Bomb buddies are waiting for you. Be sure to talk to them. They'll set up cannons for you. That's right. If we speak to these guys... we peace-loving bombs, so we don't use cannons. But if you like to blast off, we don't mind. Help yourself. We'll prepare all the cannons in this course for you to use. Bon voyage! And we now have a cannon. Ready for blast off. Come on, hop into the cannon. You can reach the power star on the floaty island by using the 4 cannons. Use the control stick to aim and press A to fire. If you're handy, you can grab onto trees and poles to land. Indeed. And away! Oh, everything is inverted, I forgot. Especially when it comes to aiming up and down. Whee! Oh, man. You know, as I mentioned earlier, so this is a tribute video to Charles Martinet, because it is going to be sad to not hear his voice as Mario going forward. But, I mean, for someone who's basically voiced the character for more than 32 years, especially in terms of him voicing the character in the games, like, that's still a pretty good number. And not to mention, he had voiced Mario more than over 100 games, I think. He's got a Guinness Book, he's in the Guinness Book of Records, actually, now thinking on it. But, in saying that, you know, so hearing the new voice of Mario in this gameplay trailer that I talked about earlier, you know, there are some things that you will notice in terms of the voice, but everything else, I think he's actually doing a not bad job at all, actually. So, I reckon it's gonna take a bit for us to get used to this new voice. For not just Mario, but for Luigi and for the other characters as well. But I reckon the new voice actor will do a great job. Now, Charles did mention that he's not retired, because I know that there have been some people who have worded retirement. Especially, I think they're more referring to retirement as Mario. But I don't think Charles is retired as a voice actor yet. He probably will still do a few other voices here and there when the opportunity arises. Alright, I'm going to try and get on top of the floating island, actually, before I end this video off. Because I didn't want to make this a long video. I just wanted to make this as a nice, good, quick tribute video. So, let's see. I know there's a cannon out this way, actually, so... let's go! When I was playing, the 3D All-Stars version of Super Mario 64, I basically did my absolute best to try and play this game and play all the levels in numeric order as best as I can. Like, starting from, like, level 1 all the way to how many levels there are in this game. You know what? Even though that I said that I wanted to get on the flying island, why don't we race Koopa? Why not? Have a bit of fun. Oh, Koopa Trooper! Hello! Hey, Mario, is it true that you beat Big Bomb? Cool! You must be strong and pretty fast. So how fast are you anyway? Fast enough to beat me, Koopa the Quick? I don't think so. Try me. How about a race to the mountaintop where Big Bomb was? What do you say? When I say go, let the race begin. Ready? Let's go! Alright. Bye, Chain Chomp. Because Because I know that Koopa Troopa goes a different direction, doesn't he? Ow! If I can... I'm so not used to playing the 64 controller for a long time, so timing of doing this is gonna be tricky. And we made it! 1 minute and 4 seconds. I wonder what the fastest time is for racing Koopa, because I know that some people will probably have done this a lot quicker. They could have probably used the cannons, actually, now thinking about it. I know that there is a warp, there's a little secret teleport thing that if you use it, you will cheat, basically. Whoa, you really are fast. A human blur. Here you go, you've won it. Fair and square. Oh, thank you very much. Here we go. Oh, I do love this game. This is definitely one of my childhood games of all time, along with Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I absolutely love playing this game. I played so much of it as a kid. Again, along with Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, GoldenEye 64, Mario Kart, Mario Party, Banjo-Kazooie, and a few others. There's a few others that I probably played a decent amount of in that time. But I am going to leave the video off of there. But again, I want to take this moment, of course, to say a huge thank you to Charles Martinet. It's going to take a bit of getting used to. We're sad to see you no longer voice Mario and all the other characters. But a huge thank you, and I think I safely can say on behalf of the entire Nintendo fandom and the Mario fandom, you are #1 in all of our hearts. So thank you very much, Charles Martinet. Nice work. But yeah, so it's... Oh, I can't say anything else. Like, I'm gonna end up being speechless. But thank you very much to all of those who have watched this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, then click the like button, click the subscribe button for more videos heading your way. I will eventually do a proper playthrough of Super Mario 64 in due time. I still have to finish Super Mario Brothers, and then work my way up on all the SNES, NES, SNES classical Mario games. But that will come in due time. But thanks very much, guys, again for watching. Until then, I've been Liam from Liam's Australia. This has been Let's Play Super Mario 64. I'm Liam from Liam's Australia. Until next time, Liam out.